Hello and welcome to English for a Better World. And today we are actually going to talk about the world. To be more specific, we will focus on countries, your countries. You will learn how to talk about your country's population, geography, where is it located, how much is the population, language is spoken there, the main religion, industry. So we have an exciting lesson and let's get into it. Lesson 6, it's located in West Africa. So today, as I said, you will learn to talk about your country using a new grammar lesson, passive voice, and it's also a very important lesson. And we have a listening, global warming. You will learn a little bit about global warming, which is a serious problem. So as usual, we will begin with a picture. So let's look at this one. And what comes to mind when you see this picture? I'm sure you have seen it before. Lesson 1, elementary level. But this time we want to talk about it from a different perspective. So what comes to mind when you see this? So where is your country located? Does this picture make sense to you? Look at the flags. Now, so do you think this picture is real or fictitious? Not real, artificial. I mean, when you think of the world, do you think of the world in terms of countries, flags, or this one comes to mind when you think of the world? Which one comes to mind when you think of the world? And again, which one do you think is real and which one is fictitious, is not real, is imaginary? We made it up. All right, let's get into a warm-up discussion about the topic, the world, countries. So what springs to mind when you think of the world? What comes to mind when you think of your own country? Climate, what's the weather like in your country? And countries, where is it located? Where is your country located? Location. And what are the main religions in your country? Obviously, each country has lots of religions. And agriculture, what crops are grown in your country? Population, how much is the population of your country? And what languages are spoken in your country? And what products are made in your country? So these are the questions we will learn to talk about. Now tell us about your country. Where is your country located? How much is the population of your country? What languages are spoken in your country? What's the weather like in your country? How beautiful is nature in your country? What's your country famous for? What do you think of your country? Where in the world would you like to live and why? Think about these questions, answer them in the comment section, and just tell us more about your country. So Maria, tell us about your country. I come from Cuba and it's an island located in the Caribbean. The population is around 11 million. Spanish is the official language. It has a tropical climate. It's known for its cigar. Okay, Akira, tell us about your country. My country is Tanzania and it's in East Africa. Its population is 42 million. Over 100 languages are spoken, but Swahili and English are the official languages. The climate is tropical. It's a beautiful country. You should check it out. And Mo, tell us about your country. I come from Tunisia, which has a population of about 11 million. French and Arabic are the main languages. It has a temperate climate. It's famous for Muhammad Bouazizi. And if you don't know Muhammad Bouazizi, look him up. Tapani, tell us about your country. I'm from Finland and it's situated in Northern Europe. It has a population of about 5.5 million people. Finnish is spoken in Finland. It's warm in summer and freezing in winter. It's famous for Nokia. Now, your turn. Tell us about your country. Okay, guys, so let's find out more about these countries: Germany, Nigeria, France, Canada, Iran. Now, look up this information about these countries: their location, population, languages, products, crops. It's actually interesting to find out about these countries, right? And other countries, of course. So go ahead, pause the video, look up the information, and share it with us in the comment section. Well, let's find out more about Nigeria. You have a dialogue between Lily and Mujtaba about Nigeria, okay? So we have some phrases in the box. What languages are spoken there? What's the main religion? What crops are grown over there? Where is it located exactly? Okay, so fill in the blanks with the right phrase from the box. Pause the video. Can you tell me more about Nigeria? What would you like to know? Where is it located exactly? It's located in West Africa. How much is the population of Nigeria? It's about 150 million people. Really? It's overpopulated. What languages are spoken there? English is the official language, but there are around 200 local languages. That's very interesting. How many languages do you speak? I speak 4 languages. That's great. What about agriculture? What crops are grown over there? Actually, I don't know exactly, but I think wheat and corn are grown. Is Nigeria an oil country? Yes, it is. What currency is used in Nigeria? It's called Naira. One more question. What is the main religion? There are many religions: Islam, Christianity, and tribal beliefs. Weather. Let's talk about the weather. What's the weather like in your country? What's summer like? What's winter like? What's autumn like, or fall? What's spring like? All right. And describing the weather. So we have lots of new words about the weather. Tell us about the weather in your country. Let me tell you about the weather in Sudan. It's really hot in summer and it's lovely in autumn. It rains a lot in autumn. And winter is dry and cold. Generally, Sudan is a hot country. It has a tropical climate, but it's not humid. What about the weather in your country? Tell us about that in the comment section. Pause the video and share with us. Tell us about your own country. All right, let's check out the weather in Nigeria. What is it like? All right, so the conversation is between Ben and Mujtaba. Ben wants to know more about Nigeria. Look at the phrases in the box. How hot does it get? It's a tropical climate. What about winter? What's the weather like? Well, fill in the blanks with the right phrase from the box to find out more about the weather in Nigeria. What a lovely weather. I love spring. By the way, what's the weather like in Nigeria? Well, it's usually hot, but it's sometimes humid and damp. There are 2 main seasons, the wet and the dry seasons. How hot does it get in the summer? The temperature gets up to 45 degrees, so you can imagine how hot that is. Wow, it sizzles. What about winter? The temperature drops down to 22 degrees in the winter. So it never snows there. No, it doesn't, but it rains heavily in the autumn. I'm glad to hear that because I love rain. It's a tropical climate. Global warming. What do you know about global warming, guys? I mean, look at the pictures, and the pictures basically tell a story of the causes of global warming and alternative and how we can deal with that problem, or what can we do to fix it. To find out more about global warming, listen to the recording and answer the questions. Global warming is the rise in the average temperature of the Earth. Most of the global warming is caused by greenhouse gases produced by human activities. There will be a rise in sea levels and extreme weather events as a result of global warming. As the Earth is getting hotter, Disasters like hurricanes, droughts, and floods are getting more frequent. Whose fault is it? Carbon dioxide and other gases warm the surface of the planet by trapping solar heat in the atmosphere. This is a good thing because it keeps our planet warm. But by burning fossil fuels such as coal, gas, and oil and clearing forests, we have dramatically increased the amount of carbon dioxide in the Earth's atmosphere, and temperatures are rising. What can be done? The only way to deal with global warming is to reduce CO2 in the atmosphere, and the best way to do this is to replace fossil fuels with clean energy sources such as wind, solar, water, and geothermal alternatives. But this is not good for the current system because it means less profit. Global warming is a serious problem, and human life on Earth won't be possible without solving it. Grammar focus, passive voice. Let's look at the form of the passive and then we look at the uses when we use the passive. So let's look at active and then passive. Active, you have subject, verb, object. People speak Farsi in Iran. Passive, Farsi is spoken in Iran. The passive is formed by object plus to be plus past participle. Overconsumption, especially in the developed countries, is causing global warming. Global warming is being caused by overconsumption in the developed countries. Rasta fixed the car. The car was fixed by Rastaman vibration. Yeah, Bob Marley. The war has killed many people. Many people have been killed by the war. The current system won't solve the problem. Absolutely not, because it's all about money. The problem won't be solved by the current profit system. Now, let's consider the uses. When do we use passive? Obviously, when we don't know the subject. That's one. The window was broken last night. We don't know how it got broken. My wallet was stolen. The second use is when the object is more important than the subject, when the emphasis is on the object rather than the subject. So Arabic is spoken in Syria. Toyota is made in Japan. We don't say workers make we don't say workers make Toyota in Japan, which is the active, because the emphasis is on the object. All right, so that's a passive. Let's practice. Rewrite the following sentences in the passive. All right, so in the comment section below, rewrite the following sentences in the passive. Well, that's it. That's the end of our lesson today. I hope now you know how to talk about your country, how to describe it to others. And let's also hope for a better world. Let's look forward to a world where artificial borders cease to exist. See you next Saturday.